going on, everybody? This is the PWZ podcast. I am Rick Del Santo. Joining me today is the Showtime Marcel Williams. What's going on?
What is going on? We return May 24th. We are here Tuesday, as usual, to
Lots to
recap
talk
a
about.
lot of missed shows. We missed a lot of shows. Well, we didn't miss them. We watched them. We just didn't review them.
You know, we had quite a busy week, family wise and work wise. So we had to take. I guess you could say we had a run in Thursday. My family interrupted, so you know. And by the time everybody was out, people were still loud. So couldn't break away from that. But we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage, and we're going to be talking a little bit about Monday Night Raw and anything else anybody wants to bring up in the chat. If you guys are here, you're more than welcome to throw a subject out there. Unless Marcel, you have anything else? I don't think I do. At least not off the top of my head, but
probably later on we'll talk about a little bit of some Sasha. Probably, maybe. There's been so much of it, but
I don't know what to believe with that, to be honest with you. But I think when we talked about it last week, I gave my opinion. But we could always. I'm still believing that, but we'll get into that later. Start with the Owen Hart. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Let's start with the Owen Hart Cup Tournament quarterfinal. Samoa Joe.
Wait. Before you get to Dynamite, you're right.
No, we do have something else. All right.
Yeah, we do. We got to kick off since we talking about Owen Hart. It is his anniversary yesterday, 23 years since we lost him.
Yes.
It's kind of a good thing that since we segue into Dynamite, we're finally get a tribute for a great person behind the scenes. A lot of stories from his fellow partners. And I'm sure but I remember what happened that night, and I watched it live and couldn't believe it. But it was a tough 2 nights for that night for all wrestling fans.
I remember showing up at a friend's house probably halfway through or whatever, like right after it happened, and I didn't really believe like what had happened. You know what I mean? Like it was just everybody was silent in that room after that, like watching that, and then the tribute. The next night.
Tribute next night was it was real hard for all performers all around. But Guardian Chaos is with us.
Good evening and God bless for prayers for those lost in Texas. Absolutely. We're thinking about you guys down there.
Yeah, prayers for Texas and Buffalo. It's been a lot of mass
crazy week
lately. Yeah. And we gotta spread the love out there, man. Mass shootings is not the thing to do, especially for elementary schools or regular adults that's shopping in a grocery store that thinking that it should be safe all around. But it just ain't right, man. God bless everybody.
Spread the love, not hate. Seriously, this is real. It's just a tragedy that shit like this has to happen, and you never know. I'm in public every single day of the week. I'm sure you are, as well. And it's kind of sometimes it's scary to think about.
Yeah, especially that schools. We always tell our kids that the schools are the safest place to be. And right. Now at this day and age, it seems like it's not. So, just spread the love out there.
I got a 6-year-old. It's like, I don't, I shouldn't have to worry about, him going to school.
Exactly.
At all. Thank you, Guardian of Chaos. Thank you very much. So hopefully, I hope things change in the future. And, like I said, like we said, spread the love, not hate.
Absolutely. But back to Owen Hart, we lost a great guy, and 23 years later, we still feel it throughout the day. A few passaways I really remember, and that's Brian Pillman, Owen Hart, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and those really hit hard. Recently, Scott Hall, those really hit hard a lot. So, not saying that any wrestler doesn't mean anything, they do, but these are mostly the ones that we lost at a young age, and it was a tough night that night, but God bless Owen Hart. I'm glad that we spread the tribute for Dynamite as we go forward with the Owen. I don't want to say the whole name. The Owen Memorial Cup.
It's rough. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Let's say so in the in the quarterfinals, Samoa Joe came out. He took out his what do they call it again? The Joker.
Called the Joker. It was Wild Card Wednesday.
So it was the man with a million names, Johnny Elite. He got a new name. Just when you didn't think he can have another name, he has another name.
I just think it's a joke at this point. Every promotion he got a last name of the promotion. But I kind of feel like it kind of when a Johnny name popped up on the screen, we got that excitement from Houston, Texas, and when it seen Johnny Elite and he popped out, it kind of went down a little bit. But to me, the match was it was all right. I kind of feel like they didn't have that much chemistry. It didn't click as well as it should have on paper. But Samoa Joe came out with the W to move on to the finals. Well, not the semifinals.
Yeah, that was the quarterfinals. Yeah. I guess they were taking it as Johnny Elite's tryout, and he did not get picked up, according to reports the next day.
After that performance, I mean, I'm not saying that he's not a top A performer, but after that performance with Samoa Joe, I mean, do you blame him?
No, not really. So after the match, Sanjay Dutt with a pipe in, Jay Lethal ran down and attacked Joe. Satnam Singh followed and restrained Joe while Lethal hit him with the pipe. The best friends, Trent, Chuck, and Rocky Romero ran out with cheers in hand to stop the assault.
Yeah, this feud is still going on for, I guess, the ROH TV title. I guess that's what the feud is going on for. But they didn't. This is like the third time they never gave a chance for Samoa Joe to celebrate. Just go right on in there. So, yeah. And
of course, next week, was it next week? Or in the semifinals, it's going to be Joe, and he's going to take on the winner of Rey Fenix and Kyle O'Reilly.
Absolutely. And that match, as we go along, I explain that match as well.
Yep. Of course, the Hardy Boys were backstage. Was it Jeff having just been cleared to wrestle tonight? The Young Bucks walked up and sarcastically offered their concern before suggesting to take the night off against Adam Cole. Matt called the Bucks Hardy cosplayers.
The Hardleys, from Jim Cornette. But they was telling Jeff Hardy that he's getting a little older to be doing this stuff, and they feel like he's not capable of doing what he used to do. But Jeff Hardy popped out of it and said, "Y'all talking some garbage," and I guess coming up, Double or Nothing, we'll get the tag team match.
Yes. That's one that I'm not really looking forward to. I don't know, man.
Like what? There's a lot of you guys saying that. A lot of y'all saying that y'all not interested in this tag match.
I'm not a fan of the Bucks, but I've seen the Hardys for years and years and years. I know this is their last run. It's not like I'm sitting here asking for Tully and Arn to reunite.
They rolling around their beds right now. That's messed up.
So Hangman defeated, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, I'm sorry, and I hear it on TV every week. Takeshita. This match was a very good match. What do you think?
This match, I felt, really stand out throughout the night and push the limits of the AEW World Champion. And not only was CM Punk on the mic behind the scenes at commentary, but this match was real good. Tanahashi, I don't want to mess up his name, but he has just like I do. He has said he has put in a performance against Jay Lethal and some few AEW dark appearances. And this match, it's one of the show. It was one of the matches that stole the show. The show wasn't quite too good last Wednesday. It was all right, but he's one of the gems that popped out for Wednesday.
And of course, it was the stare down between Punk and Page. Of course, they're going to be meeting this Sunday at Double or Nothing. That's this Sunday, right? Yes, it is.
This Sunday, main event.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that match. From there, we went to Keith Lee and Swerve defeating the Workhorsemen, JD Drake and Anthony Henry. JD Drake, of course, a Northeast staple for a very, very, very long time. This kid's good, and now he's on national television.
Yeah, he's on national television. Keith Lee is throwing him around like a cruiserweight. But the chemistry of Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, they really continue to each week show us that they are capable of being a good tag team, which segue for a big matchup that's coming up at Double or Nothing.
Yeah. What is that? I don't have that in my notes.
I got you.
My bad. Yeah.
Triple threat match for the AEW Tag Team Championship. The Jurassic Express face Ricky Starks, Hobbs, and Strickland and Keith Lee. This match, I kind of feel, is going to be. It may not look good on paper, but I kind of feel like it's going to be a real good match.
I lied. I had it in my notes. I just didn't see it until after you mentioned it. So of course, Chris Statlander and Red Velvet were backstage. Velvet said they weren't friends anymore. She's trying to win the tournament. Statlander said it was strictly business. Jade Cargill and Kiera Hogan walked up, saying Jade was a real leader, unlike Statlander. I don't care. AEW does a lot of backstage things like this that just make you not care. It's just there to fill up like 3 or 4 minutes of television time to let that show get to the 2-hour mark.
I do agree. There's be too many promos that's not to be needed because you got a 2-hour show and then next thing you know, you got 6 minutes left for a Jeff Hardy match or whatever main event that's left at the end. So some of these should be getting cut as we go along later with the William Regal segment.
But, they do all that bullshit, and then guess what? We get 8 minutes for Joe and Minoru Suzuki. See what I'm saying? Fly 9 Noriega. What's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in. So, of course, MJF gives Wardlow 10 lashes. MJF insulted the Houston crowd before sending for Wardlow, who showed up cuffed, shirtless, and accompanied by security. MJF spat in Wardlow's face. Some serious shit here.
Shout out to Fly 9. Yeah, this segment gets better every week with these two. And just so they didn't copy off the Cody Rhodes segment that was a few years ago, he hit him with 2 lashes. He didn't even budge, and then all of a sudden, MJF get hot, and they get all the way to what, 2 more shots left or 3 more straps left. But they made the story different. I like the story, and it continues to can't wait to see Wardlow tear MJF apart. But Sean Spears next week as well.
It's been a slow burn for over a year. This whole entire breakup between Wardlow and MJF, and it's been interesting every week. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna get to the Owen Hart Cup tournament quarterfinal. Kyle O'Reilly defeated Ray Phoenix.
This match right here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, why are they always giving Phoenix the short end of the stick? It seems O'Reilly, as great as he is, always flying to the top, it seems.
Yeah. This Kyle O'Reilly Phoenix match was so good. It's 2 different styles colliding under in one square circle that clicked. There was a few stiff shots back and forth, I guess, to wakes each other up. But I really enjoyed this match. Kyle O'Reilly is continuing to showing that he was more than a primetime player in NXT. And Phoenix back, fresh out the injured arm, and these two had an instant classic.
Yeah, it was a very good match. I liked it a lot. Let's see where else we got here. Let me get my notes. Scroll down a little bit.
We got the Jericho and Regal.
Yes. The
The
black.
the go ahead. The segment that I can't even get out. The segment that burned all the time in the show.
It reminds me of like a Eric Bischoff segment in Impact. It'll take up 45 damn minutes for no damn reason whatsoever. The Blackpool Combat Club was joined by Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz when Jericho Appreciation Society came out. Angelo Parker cut Judas off, so the crowd wasn't allowed to sing it. That's great stuff. Good stuff right there. A few tried anyways. Jericho complained that Regal orchestrated last week's attack. He addressed Regal saying he was all wasted potential, and that he could have been one of the greatest of all time, but all Regal ended up was a world-class addict. Jeez. Harsh words from Chris Jericho.
Yeah, we all know Jericho could talk, but then we segue to William Regal for the response, and he said that his voice is a screeching of a orphanage burning, and that was it from Regal. And then Chris Jericho pulled up some 2001 pass of him pissing in William Regal's tea.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jericho recommended that Regal go home and he'll throw a fireball in his face because he's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
What the hell is this? Now this is a thing?
This is a thing. This is another Jericho trying to get it over classic.
I have no idea what to say. What else to say about this?
Yeah, this segment went way too long. It was too bad. I mean, I never knew William Regal as a talker. So
no, he did his work and talking in the ring.
Yeah, this segment, whoever came up with this idea should have played for to make people have their advantages, and William Regal on the mic is not an advantage.
No. So let's see, the Owen Hart Cup Foundation tournament. Okay, Britt Baker defeated Maki Ito. I did not care about this too much.
I don't think a lot of people did. I think these jokers, and I know people was really disappointed about these jokers. You can't get good jokers all the time. And
correct, but I don't. How many people outside of like the really smart fans knew who the hell Maki Ito was?
You're right, and I fully agree with that. That I even when she came out, I remembered her because I watched the past shows. The thing is, if a new person was watching a program, they're like, "Who is this?" Like,
yeah,
and probably would turn the channel doing all the stuff that she was doing, even though it was a very entertaining at certain spots. But the jokers, you can now go forward with it and say that it's not always a great surprise with the jokers.
Can't all be Leo Rush, right? So, in the semifinals, it's going to be Toni Storm and Britt Baker.
Yeah, that should be
potential to be a good match.
Good one. Yeah. That's going to be a good one.
Yep.
That's going to be a good
one. Let's see. Of course, Tony Schiavone announced that next week would be this week, which would be this week. This week is going to be AEW's 3-year anniversary. Serena Deeb interrupted and said she was tired of hearing him talk. He's a legend.
I think everybody's tired of hearing. You know what? I'm going to give Tony Schiavone credit. Since AEW been back in business, I'm just going to say this here. Tony Schiavone is a hard-working man ever since doing the comeback.
I was very happy when they did the first live show and he came on. To hear his voice commentating over wrestling again, it was very exciting. It was like, growing up watching TBS or TNT, Nitro or whatever, WCW, and hearing his voice commentate. It was very exciting.
Yeah, it was great to him coming on the screen on TNT and say, what a great time to be a wrestling fan. And it was a great time to have AEW or any type of wrestling return on a Turner network.
Yes. It had been, what, like 17 years since anything had been on, since 2001, and then they came on 2019, if I'm correct.
Yep.
That's just about 18 years. Hello, Jay Brony. Let's see. So we had the semifinals. Adam Cole defeated Jeff Hardy. This is how I called it. I think we discussed this, and I called that result. Because
I guess I'm being called a jump sucker because I don't knowledge people.
That's okay.
Yes, I guess I get that heat.
I mean, they're just typing your name in the chat randomly. So how are you supposed to respond to that?
Exactly. Facts. But yeah, the main event was only 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 6 minutes. But Adam Cole goes straight to the finals to face the winner of Samoa Joe and Kyle O'Reilly.
Damn. Who do you pick, Joe or O'Reilly?
I see Joe facing Adam Cole in the finals. We already seen Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole already on NXT. I don't think we want to revisit that yet.
I don't think that bothers Tony Khan. I think he would do it again.
You think so?
Really? Yeah. I think so. Unless he's like really bugged out on the sauce, we'll just call it that. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it for Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite was it wasn't a one of those shows, but all of them can't be home runs, and I understand that. Just like Raw can't be all home runs, which is not all of them. But
when are they ever?
Yeah, exactly. But Dynamite is already to take a break in between to have a throwaway show, and this was one of them.
So we're gonna get into AEW Rampage. People are breaking into Marcel's house again. Wow. We started it off and went immediately into the action. House of Black defeating Evil Uno, 10, and Fuego del Sol. It's went about 9 minutes, and this was a lot better than I expected. However, the crowd sounded tired. They were not completely into it. It didn't feel like.
No, this match was basically just to build a House of Black for the end of the match, where we see House of Black is facing the Death Triangle and Double or Nothing.
We might have something intelligent on this. That would be crazy if they go at it versus Kyle O'Reilly. I know it would be a good match, but as Marcel said, they did meet. Did they wrestle twice in NXT as the main event for two of their big shows?
Takeover is not legit a premium live event.
Okay.
It don't deserve that name. It was basically a special event before they, premium live event kicked in.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they faced off twice. They had the regular singles match, and then they had the street fight match for Adam Cole, last Raw, and NXT.
They're both good matches, I thought. Very good matches.
Yes, they was. Before 2.0 did a run-in.
Shortly after, yeah. I think, was that one of the final Black and Gold brand? If I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
That's correct. Okay.
And we should have enjoyed it while it lasted.
I sure as hell did. I found my old Black and Gold t-shirt today and started to cry. Not really. Many great memories. Yes. So yeah, this opening match on Rampage, it was not as going to an AEW event, this was, I can understand how this crowd felt. They do all this stuff. They record for basically 3 shows, which is one's like an hour and a half, one's 2 hours, and then one's an hour, and then they continue to do stuff after. So I don't blame this crowd for sounding dead this late at night.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I do agree with what you're saying, but the Dark Elevations, they only record like 3 matches, which is altogether probably about 12 minutes.
When I was there, I think they did something like 6 matches.
Oh, okay. Because I know when I
Yeah.
went to the Arthur Ashe show, they only did 3 matches for Dark Elevation. Then they did the Dynamite, and then they did Rampage after that. Now Rampage that they do after the show, they actually do regular time for Rampage. So that means all the matches that you see on Rampage is legit an hour, and put that comment up right there. That last one. That's great stuff. So, Guardian Chaos at Showtime used just for men. Nah, I really don't. I don't use your chemicals, my guy. All right. This is all natural right here. I'm not there yet. And don't rush me either. Nice try, though, Guardian. I make sure I have that for you later, just in case you run out.
Let's see. We went, Sean Spears defeated Big Damo in just over a minute. Nothing really to say here.
I felt bad for Damo. He had a
Yeah.
NXT run, and he's killing it on the New Japan. So, yeah, man, it's unfortunate.
It's like watching when Anthony Green made his couple of AEW appearances. He just got annihilated each time after having a pretty successful.
It's the wrestling business. Not everybody can be stars, unfortunately.
I get
you. It'd be unfortunate for me if I get squashed too, but at least I'm on TV.
This is true. After the match, Spears cut a promo on Wardlow. The Spears-Wardlow cage match is the main event on Dynamite tomorrow night. So, there you go.
Yeah, another cage match for Wardlow. Well, actually, his third cage match. He had another cage match with Jake Hager. It was like a UFC type match.
Okay,
but,
like a shoot fight or whatever. Yeah,
this is third match right here. Third cage match. Hopefully, he come out with the W. He didn't come out with the last 2.
Oh, shit. Hang on, I keep always going further down the line here. All right, let's see. Chris Statlander. Oh, wait, hold on. Before that, backstage, Undisputed Elite cut a promo. I'm sorry, I keep laughing at Undisputed Elite name. Sounds, Cole and O'Reilly were convinced that they'll be meeting in the finals of the Owen Hart tournament. The Young Bucks challenged the Hardys to a match at Double or Nothing. So we'll find out once we do the rundown to Double or Nothing.
Yeah, we are looking forward to Double or Nothing. It's starting to build up to be a real great. We're doing an after show after that, right? Because now we don't have to work the next day.
I don't have to work the next day. No, I definitely don't. I get almost every holiday off. So
that's great.
Yeah. So I will definitely stay up late and be inebriated and talk AEW.
I'll probably be sober. Probably. Been light on my drinks lately.
Yeah. From there, we went to Chris Statlander defeating Red Velvet in, I got 642 written here, to advance in the semifinals of the Owen Hart tournament. Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. This match was thrown together.
Yep. Pretty much. Was nothing really big to mention here. Don't really care. I do, however, want to mention that they did air a training video for Hookhausen.
It was very entertaining.
Yes. Taking on Tony Nese and Mark Sterling.
You like this stuff, don't you?
I love Danhausen. I think he's comedic. He's very funny, and I don't like comedic wrestlers, but something about him that he just makes me laugh. And Tony Nese, the premier athlete, is just that. I think he's a freaking phenomenal wrestler.
Yes, he is. And Mark Sterling, also great.
When was the last time Mark Sterling was in an actual match? That's my other question, outside of playing this character.
Well, are you talking about outside, whether like in the indies?
Well, I'm sure he's worked indie matches, but what about in AEW?
I think the last one he worked was against Jon Moxley, doing that whole feud between Jon Moxley and MJF.
Okay. So that was a while ago, it seems.
It's been a while ago.
Yeah. So the men of the year come out with Dan Lambert. They cut a promo in the ring. Sky wanted his TNT title back. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti interrupt from the parking lot. They smash the TNT title belt with a sledgehammer with help from Frankie Kazarian. Let's see here. And Guevara wants his match with Scorpio. This might be a mixed tag match that was supposed to take place a couple weeks back, but that ended up being canceled. So this was a pretty all right segment here.
I can't stand this program.
No?
Cannot stand this program. There's so many other great talents that should be in line for a TNT championship instead of wasting time on this segment. And I don't think they know what to do with Sammy Guevara. They was booing him last week. Then next, he's breaking Scorpio Sky's belt and using Kazarian as the babyface. So I don't know what they're doing with TNT title. I don't know what they're doing with Sammy Guevara. I don't even know what they're doing with Scorpio Sky. I think they just need to move on to make this title mean something again. It's unfortunate because AEW is about their titles.
Yes. This just seems very confusing. That TNT title, it's like they haven't really treated seriously in quite some time.
It hasn't been good since Miro had it.
Yeah, it's been bouncing back and forth, so it doesn't really make much sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from there, with the main event was Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley defeating Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. It's a pretty solid match right here. I guess it was a post-match accident or rumor that what's this? With Danielson got his leg stuck in between the ramp and the ring, and people are saying this was actually supposed to be a work. It wasn't legit.
It was something that got blown a whole lot of proportion. He just put his. Truthfully, it got played off well on TV, where it looked like they got attacked by the Jericho appreciations. Mm-hmm. So basically, it played into the storyline. But he's not injured. He's okay. It was blown out of proportion. It just needed no news at all.
Yeah, I was reading that it was earlier today, like just what I said, that it was just blown out of proportion and probably was supposed to be treated as a joke, but it wasn't.
Hey, it's just like this Sasha and Naomi thing. But before we get to that, we're gonna run this commercial, aren't we, Rick?
Yeah, we got a commercial to run, so let's as they say in the industry, pay some bills. And we're back. And we just had a lot of great shows coming up into the Northeast area. If you're watching through our video feed on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, you saw them. If not, go ahead and they're always posting on our social media. So you need to go check that stuff out. Support your local independent wrestling.
Yeah, very big shows coming up this summer from all promotions all around, whether it's PvP, whether it's Blitzkrieg, upcoming Blood, Sweat, and Tears, PAPW, NEW. Just go out there. There's a whole lot of wrestling that's affordable for any fan to enjoy.
Take your family. to an independent show. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. Speaking of which, you just mentioned Paradise Alley. 2 matches have been announced for the next event, Power Play.
Yeah, 2 matches were announced last week for Power Play.
Yeah.
2 Power Play elimination matches. So we got one where it's the Battle Academy with Chris Battle, Lorenzo Vendetta, and the other 2 members with Lucas Chase. Team Battle face Tri-State Kings, HOP, myself, and Blood. I can't always get his name.
Bloodsaw.
Bloodsaw.
Buzz Bloodsaw. There you go. You haven't been drinking? Yeah.
I have not been drinking yet. In the second match, you go ahead, Rick.
Wait, hold on. You mentioned a team. Was it Team Matthias and Team? What's the other one?
Team Matthias and Team Battle Academy.
Okay, so then the second one was. That's correct.
Team Mechanics.
Yes, Team Mechanics, which would be Hispanic Mechanics and oh crap, I forgot what it was. I have it here too. Rick City Boys. That's right. Okay.
Greg Baylor versus
the Miracle Generation.
Justin Waller, the Miracle Generation, and
the Haven,
Sean Knight, Jay Onyx, the Haven, and Steven Garcia.
Damn, man, you got me on that one. I totally forgot. I drew a blank. Thank you for getting me.
I got you. It's late.
GOC has a question. Will MJF leave AEW by the end of 2022? My answer is I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. I think that his contract didn't they say his contract is good until 2024?
2024. Yes.
Yeah. So we have at least another 2 years.
Cannot be broken.
Yep. Yeah. So he will he leave? No. Will he leave then? I guess it all depends on where his biggest offer is, and I'm sure he'll take whoever offers him. If he goes to the E, unless they make some drastic changes there, he's not going to get the freedom that he has in AEW.
No, absolutely. Everybody's got their eyes on Cody in WWE right now because he is an experiment for the rest of AEW talent. And it just MJF at the time right now, he's being underpaid. When all these talents was being signed the first few years that AEW was signed, it was, these probably the lowest pay ever. And now, you bring all these big stars and they're probably getting paid way more than they are. And that's the wrestling business. It's unfortunate.
MJF does not suck, first off. He's very good at what he does. According to Adonis. So he is very good at his job. He's great at being a heel. Let's see. I wouldn't know. Never signed the contract. Yes. GOC. Haha. So where else are we? Where else do you have here tonight?
We got Stephanie McMahon taking a leave of absence.
Yeah, what's up with that? And Hunter is back in just under of a lesser role.
Yeah, he's in the office full time working on operations. And Stephanie McMahon taking leave of absence due to family. And it's understandable. She probably was taking a load during Triple H cardiac event. And, between juggling that and being the spokeswoman on different levels of WWE, I'm just glad that she decided to take leave of absence and get some rest.
I was wondering if there was a little bit more to that subject because it seemed all kind of sudden. I mean, it's sudden to us, the fans, so.
Yeah, Nick Khan is taking over her role as well as him being a president. So a lot of work for Nick Khan. And I mean, he's doing all the work anyway. He's making millions of dollars more than they ever did.
So everybody's going to be future endeavored even more with him in that role. I'm just saying. Vince is going to get fired soon too.
It can happen.
Yes, I mean on a technical level, yes.
Board of directors.
Exactly on a technical level, he can be removed from the board of directors. So the word is bought, not brought. Adonis, it would be crazy. I don't know how you're doing in school. So, see, all bets are off. It's not your birthday anymore. So,
we're going to get canceled.
We will. Showtime, in your opinion, who do you think you would match up against better, MJF or Cody? That is a question from the Guardian of Chaos.
I match up better with Cody. I like Cody style.
Really?
I love Cody style.
He's
Who
no
you think I would
dream.
match up with, Rick?
I don't know.
You said
I'm sure they
no
both.
dream. Nobody could be a dream.
I'm talking about the American dream.
That's why. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I think both would probably be good matches, to be honest with you. MJF, once he actually works, he could work.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun fact: MJF worked Matthias a few years back. Yeah.
For PAPW or where?
XWA.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, fun fact. But nah, wow. I think I could match up with Cody. I like Cody's style. He's on top of his game right now.
He is over. I mean, a lot of people are really behind him now.
Hey, you got the highest segments on Raw with the countdown to Cody. All the pyro, everything.
I think that's just crazy. They got to do a huge announcement at the top of the hour or the top of the show and count down for 2 hours till Cody just comes out and does whatever the hell it is for 5 minutes or 10.
It's working.
It is, I guess. So what other WWE news do you have?
You will still continue with this Sasha Banks thingamajiggy in the
Why not? Why not? I just feel like there's more. I just feel like more and more as it goes on that it's not legit.
Yeah, no, it did turn from a little story to a big one, and even towards WWE making a comment on SmackDown saying they let the fans down, and they a disgrace or whatever they want to put it. But they didn't let me down. They made a executive decision for their careers to move on. So
Yes. Let's see. The GOC says, would you rather tag with Swerve or Chris Bay, and why? Damn, that's a really good question. Both guys are amazing.
They're amazing. I would team with Swerve. Swerve like that. Yeah? He got a cool gimmick. I'm a cool guy. I like Swerve.
You don't like the Ultimate Finesser?
No, guess not. I like him. He's good. He made a PW cameo.
I remember. I was there. That was one of the first shows I went to for you guys. Let's see. Good evening, gents. Sorry I missed the show last night. Thank you, Kevin Sabin. It's up on YouTube.
Yeah. And
Thank you for tuning in.
You just came in here, you didn't miss nothing.
Yeah. Not yet. we still got a little bit of time left. We still got a little time. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about the Sasha and Naomi thing because it's as time goes on, it just seems like it's more and more just a story in a way. They're acknowledging way too much.
Yeah, it's too much going on. You got one side saying the whole story, and then you got the other two. You got Sasha who's attending concerts and not worrying about a thing. And you got Naomi is just chilling and staying quiet, which is a smart move. They're both under contract. Their stuff been pulled from WWE shop, which even hurt their pockets because now they just go get the landside deal and not the royalties. So it's unfortunate for them. But we shall see, man. We shall see. Hopefully, this probably gonna be the last time I talk about them because there's been so many stories about their contract ending and all this other stuff. We won't know until we actually see them pop on TV or anything else major news that's coming up.
That'll probably be the next time we refer to this story. All right. Oh man.
Yeah, Guardian Chaos.
He's firing off some questions tonight, man. Yeah, good. Showtime intergender tag with Sasha or Bianca, maybe Becky. No shortchanging the question.
I don't shortchange questions. What you want me to do? What you want me to give you a paragraph? You want me to write a book? I'm trying to get canceled, Rick. I'm sorry. Intergender tag. I like Sasha. Sasha is a great worker. Bianca, also a great hustler. Like both of them. They like to hustle, man.
Okay.
They're both in great shape, shredded. Becky, great gimmick. It's been an over gimmick for the last few years. Don't shake your head. Yes, it has. The man switched to big time Bex, but I'd rather team with Sasha. Go ahead,
Interesting.
Rick. Go ahead, Rick.
Nothing. I like Sasha and the other one, Bianca. Not the world's biggest Becky fan. I don't hate her. She's just it's like one of those ones I don't really care for. And when I'm watching TV, I usually change channel.
Wrestling wise, she's
Yeah,
not crisp. But
I think it's
that's
the
the
gimmick.
wrestling business. It's the gimmick.
Yes, right.
But what we got coming up?
What do we got coming up?
We got Double or Nothing after show.
Yeah. Oh crap! I forgot the notes here. Double or Nothing. Yeah, we will be live this Sunday immediately following Double or Nothing. So if you are awake, you enjoyed the wrestling show, and you want to hear us,
Y'all better be awake. We done did 5 hours of Double or Nothing. Y'all need to be here live. All right. I don't request a lot. I need y'all. Words of Tony Schiavone. I need y'all butts in the seats to watch us after Double or Nothing.
we will be tuning in no matter how late it is, whether it be 11 or 12. We will be immediately live 5 minutes after. So
We'll push it to 10. 10 minutes.
push it to 10. Yeah. You need to get into that bathroom after the show ends.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. So we got Adam Page and CM Punk for the AEW title. I think a new world champion is going to be crowned here. Your opinion?
I think so too. This match is probably going to steal the show. I mean, it's going to be a lot of matches that steal the show. It's always like that for AEW, but this match right here, I think it's going to have people real invested, going through a roller coaster of emotions in this match, and I'm looking forward to this match right here.
Right. We got Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb for the AEW World's Women's Championship. Last time I saw these two wrestle each other, I believe it was for the NWA World Women's Championship. Serena Deeb defeated Thunder Rosa for that title on Primetime TV. Primetime, what is it? The United Wrestling Network's Primetime Live. That show. Yeah,
I do
definitely
know what you're talking about.
It definitely is. But that was so last time, like I said, they wrestled over the NWA World Title. Now wrestling over the AEW World Women's Championship. So they've put on a great match before. I have a feeling that this is going to be a great match as well.
You put this question up for a little bit.
I'm going to definitely put that question up because this is good. Do you guys have a match of the year nomination yet in the organization? I've been keeping tabs at honestly, because this is something I want to do this year. In previous years, I have not done this. This year, the last week of the year, I do want to put on a best of where we give nominations like this. You know what I mean? So, 2022 has been a hot year. There's been a lot of great matches, but I'm definitely going to be. I do have a list of stuff so far. And it's hard to pick out what at this point.
Well, I got two already. That's already started. I got the dog collar match between CM Punk and MJF, and Cody and Seth at WrestleMania. Those two was 1 or 2 in the early months in the early year. Oh, you got your face like that.
Cody and Seth.
Yeah, Cody and Seth at WrestleMania was a real good match, Rick.
I can tell you we're not going to. I'm not saying it wasn't a really good match, but as far as match of the year candidate,
why would it not be?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to discuss this in December.
Why would it not be?
We'll discuss this in December.
WWE has some match of the year candidates every once.
I didn't say they didn't. I thought it was a very good match. I thought it was a very good match. I didn't think it was that high up, but okay. All right. Let's see. Adonis actually might have something here. Surprisingly, again, two in the same night. Holy crap! Let's see. He got Bianca versus Becky at WrestleMania. It was a good match. Definitely a good match. What else? What was this? I'm a mark for PZ. Thank you, GOC. Thank you.
Appreciate your support.
Yes. Let's see. The AEW World Tag Team titles are up on the line as champions Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defending against Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland and Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Is it possible that we're going to see the titles change hands on this evening? Maybe a complete underdog of a tag team?
I do. I see Ricky Starks and Hobbs taking this one. It's well.
Me too. I'm going with that as well. Definitely. And of course, go ahead.
Oh, we got the two finals for the Owen. We got Chris Statlander or Ruby Soho versus either Dr. Breaker or Tony Storm. And on the other end, we got Kyle O'Reilly or Samoa Joe face the one guy that's only in the finals right now, Adam Cole.
Of course, there's MJF and Wardlow.
Yes, this is one of those most anticipated matches besides the CM Punk and Adam Page.
I'm choosing match of the night already. Or moment, maybe moment of the night.
This one? Moment of the night.
Maybe moment of the night. Maybe not match of the night, but a lot more goes into the thoughts for match of the night. But this, I'd have to probably say, is probably going to be a really exciting moment that will be moment of the night for this in this matchup.
Nah, absolutely. As we segue into this match right here, the Anarchy in the Arena, the Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club. Now, we never mentioned this earlier when we was talking about Dynamite, but I'm sure you lost it during the segment when it was going to be a stadium match.
Yeah, and they changed it.
Moxley is like, we're not doing that shit.
Yeah. What was it called again? The Anarchy, whatever.
Yeah. In an arena match.
Yeah.
It would not be a
sorry about that. Unhooked my microphone. John Moxley. I'm going to go with Blackpool Combat Club and Company on this one.
I agree with you.
Okay. It's usually how those things work, but
6-man tag, House of Black versus the Death Triangle, which I feel this is going to be one of those show stealers as well. That's why I said there's so many matches on this card.
I think that I'm going to go with the House of Black on this one. It's very possible. It's their time to dominate before they start dropping.
Yes, it is. And this whole show is 3 winning matches, and we got also Jade Cargill looking for the 31-0 against Anna Jay for the TBS Championship.
I'm pretty sure it's obvious who's going to win that match right there.
Yeah, Jade Cargill is going to keep on taking this one.
Yep.
He's hot right now.
Yeah, if you say so.
Rick had matches with Mike over here.
I know. I keep bumping into it. It's too close to me, so it's an awkward shaped table. Anyways. Don't forget, everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you to the Guardian of Chaos and Adonis. Thank you for actually asking some questions. Kevin Sabin and company. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You can always find us on the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, you can find our personal accounts on Twitter and such at the Rick Del Santo and
at Showtime Marcel, and mark your calendars down because sooner or later big news is coming for the big PWZ 200th episode.
That's correct. Next Tuesday. There. Yep. Next Tuesday, make sure you tune in because it is a big one and there's going to be multiple guests and we're going to just have a lot of fun. Might not be a necessary format if you think about it. It's just going to be a bunch of talk. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you this Thursday as we'll be discussing this week's AEW Dynamite and any news that comes out between now and then. Enjoy your night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Enjoy.